Yeah.
Okay.
Alright,
Three,
do this.
2, 1, go. Okay, so, well, welcome to the first run of Pokemon Speedruns Marathon. This is Pokemon Emerald Any Percent. A bit of a change from what you might have been expecting. So this run is... You'll be seeing later on another run of Emerald that's going to be glitchless. This run is quite similar for the early part of the run. It does have a few differences, but the end part of the game is going to be very, very different. If you've never seen a Pokemon Emerald speedrun before, I'm choosing the girl here because it allows fights with the rival, specifically the second one, to go much, much easier. The girl also has less text in that the boy is talking to you, and he talks a lot less than the girl does. So overall it saves time in pretty much every single way you can possibly imagine. This run is actually really, really inconsistent. There's a high probability that this run could be a complete train wreck. There's actually a very high probability that all of my runs could be a complete train wreck this marathon, but there's also a high probability that all of them could go well, and like really well. And what I mean by that is just like compete with top times. But yeah, there's the trick at the end of this run is like a 1 in 32 chance of working each time I try it, so that'll be interesting when it happens. The start of this game is like pretty simple, you're just going through text. I'm gonna save in front of my Mudkip until I get a good one. Luckily in this game, the requirements to get a good Mudkip are really not excessive at all. As long as I don't have like a 0 attack IV or minus attack, it's really not a big deal at all. In the glitchless runs of this game, like you're really concerned about pretty much all of your stats, but in this one, like especially special attack, it just does not matter really whatsoever. I think the record in this game uses an adamant Mudkip, so with just like garbage special attack.
Now, Werster, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So, my understanding, this glitch was actually one of the more recent ones found in Pokemon. Wasn't this one found like only like a year or two ago?
Yeah, a year ago, I think. It was, I think Lucky Typhlosion started the discussion about it, on the, Glitch to the Laboratories forums, and from there was just like so much experimentation and glitch hunting done.
And eventually you found something that provided a good effect.
Yes. This run, I was speaking before about how I think this marathon is pretty much like the Bomb Stew's baby. This run is Meta's baby, basically. He, like, deconstructed and decomposed everything to a level that I just can't even comprehend. He did an insane amount of work. I'm gonna keep this Mudkip. He has garbage special attack again, but it's not a big deal.
That'll be fine.
It'll be fine, I'm sure. Better than just sitting here forever waiting for a really good Mudkip.
Yeah.
Okay, so another reason that I'm really nervous about this run is, obviously I wasn't expecting to do it as the first run. I was expecting to have tomorrow and the day after to practice this game. But one of the main killers of the Hoenn runs, in Gen 3 anyway, is catching Abra. And I've decided doing this run, I am not going to need Abra. He only saves like 90 seconds or so, less than in this run. Because you do a lot of backtracking manually anyway, in any percent. And like you don't do the really big one, which is from Mount Pyre back to Fortree. But I have not practiced the movement at all, so I'm fully expecting to just be running into trainers there. Like, I've never done it once. I timed how long it took, and I was like, yep, that's the option, I'll practice it later. So that's gonna be fun when it happens. But yeah, okay, so this Mudkip was careful. So that nature is plus special defense, I think, or plus defense and minus special attack, so the nature isn't helpful. But the stats for attack and speed were fine, so I'm gonna keep this guy. There's encounters at this stage, I'm not gonna kill anything because the experience is completely negligible. but later on I will be looking for experience from encounters to kill. I'm going to need at least 56 extra experience so that I can get level 29 before I go and fight Brawly, so I can use a rare candy on my Mudkip before that happens. This first rival fight can be a bit tricky because, I mean, you're using Tackle, and Tackle is the worst move in Pokemon history, and can just miss forever. But with my defenses, I think I should be fine. Especially if he's going to use the Leer 3 times, that's really nice. Having extra HP for the second fight is really good as well. Because it means I don't really have to worry about getting hurt by him.
Now, especially with a lot of the Pokemon runs, to me at least it seems that after you get the starter, the run sort of just dies down for a while until it's the one battle where it's like, this is a run killer. Like, what would you say the first major run killer after a bad starter would be?
Honestly, you could argue that it's the Aquaglance Puchana in Petalburg Forest. Simply
Really?
because that guy he can just spam Sand Attack on you and just make you sit there and beg for mercy. More so in it ends the run because it wastes so much time, rather than he kills you.
Oh, just losing.
Yeah. Roxanne can definitely kill you in this run.
Yeah,
having high speed is actually a bad thing for her, because I'm going to outspeed her Nose Pass, and so because I'm going to be faster than her, it's going to force her to use Rock Tomb turn 1, because Rock Tomb reduces your speed, and so the AI reads, I'm faster, so it knows to use it so that she becomes faster. Whereas if you're slower, she doesn't care and just uses like Harden and Block, and it just does nothing. So I'm going to take more damage from her because of that. So
that might be the first time I've ever heard having a high stat is a bad thing.
It's actually the case in Emerald in general, I feel. Because in Glitchless, it's actually ideal to have a speed stat of between 20 and 25 IV. And that's because in the Tate and Liza fight, you want to be slower than their Claydol, but faster than their Lunatone and Solrock. Because that way you can predictably get Torrent, so you get hit by the Claydol and then attack, and then the other ones come out and you're in Torrent, so you hit them as well. And yeah, I think it is the only instance where that is the case. I think it might be the case in Gen 5 as well. You would have to talk to the experts on Gen 5 in that case, but I'm pretty sure they RNG manipulate the defenses to not be perfect, so they always get hit into Blaze in certain instances. I'm not completely sure though.
Yeah, I think they did it on Black 2 but not Black 1, but I'm not entirely sure. Black 1 is pretty much straight 31 as far as I know.
So this Puchena, if I had lower health, I would lead with Mud Slap turn 1 to reduce his accuracy so he had less chance of hitting me, but because I had high health, I had pretty much no chance of dying, so I'm going to use Mud Slap to kill him instead, so that I don't have to watch the stat drop of his accuracy going down, because that wastes a bit of time. Another thing you'll see me do before I get the bike especially is I'm going to bonk into things on purpose. Like right there, I ran into that trainer, and that's because there's a turn frame when you're changing directions and you're standing still. Basically it takes time to turn around if you're not in solid movement, and you can start that movement instantly by bonking into something, so it's faster after like hitting a trainer, for example, to bonk into them and then spin around so that you mitigate those turn frames. Alright, enter the mart. It's funny, I think Emerald is one of the only games as well where it's like people just have completely varying ideas of what they think is the best way to go about things. Like I see so many people buy different items like at this mart than I do, like all the time. I think there's like I don't know, like 3 or 4 different combinations that people use. Like some people prefer to get 3x attacks and 1x speed. I get 2 of both. Some people get 1 and 2, some people get 2 and 3 and then sell things and only get 1 potion and get the potion in the PC. I don't know. A lot of people do a lot of different things.
And is it a case where everyone thinks their way is the fastest, or people doing them as like a safety strat, or
Sometimes it is for a safety strat. Sometimes it's just like because it's like
User joined your channel.
Ooh. So I use like an X speed on Watson. Some people use an X attack on Watson. I prefer the X speed because I don't like to get confused by Magneton. But other people are just like, nah, Magneton won't confuse me, so it doesn't matter. I prefer to X attack so that I always one hit the Manetric. So, and I mean, you can't calculate what is the absolute fastest time because it's like you have to calculate the percentage of getting confused and then the percentage of hurting yourself in confusion. And so it's about drawing a line between what is optimal in the absolute perfect situation versus what is the most consistent strat. So
That's what I was just going to say, is it sounds like it's a debate between idealistically and realistically.
Yes. That's pretty much it.
That's a hard line to draw because when you're doing speedruns, obviously you want the ideal situation, but in a game like Pokemon,
it's never gonna
you
happen.
would never get that unless you did a Taz.
Uh-huh.
Okay, apparently there are small issues with in-speak audio on your end, like echoing or something. Can you just mute us for now? Because you're basically doing your own commentary anyway.
Yes, I can. I just need a second so I don't stop pressing buttons. Okay, Fadders was telling me he was working on a strat to catch a Wingull or a Tailo before the double battle, and then fight the double battle with Mudkip and use that to get him to level 10. And it sounded really interesting, and I really wanted to learn it, but as I'm doing the run first, and I didn't get time to practice or look into things like that, that's not an option. So okay, I'm healing up and equipping the Oran Berry because I am scared of this Puchena. I'm going to try and manipulate both the spinners into here by running. Whoop, like that. So that, in that instance, he was always looking down, because when you're running towards a spinner, they always detect you. So they're moving as long as you're within their line of sight to the direction that they think you're closest to. So by moving to the bottom right corner of him, he always looks down, because he gives down priority over looking right, and then I can just walk past him, because, you know, he's looking down and then he's only got one tile, and he doesn't switch within one tile, so you just walk past him. So as long as you get the execution right on a spinner like that, they never hit you. Sound attack, it begins. It begins. This is why I equipped the Oran. Okay, good. Alright, please hit. I don't want to have to use... No, I don't want the Oran to activate. Please, just hit him, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you. Ah, that was not fast. At all. But it is done. So, you can't really RNG manipulate stats in Emerald from a fresh file. You can do it from a save file. I could have, but like I didn't need to. I just got a Mudkip straight away. So what we usually do is we either look for... Some people look for a cluster, and some people just take what the Mudkip's stats were, along with the trainer ID, to accurately know what the IVs are. I'm gonna get these Oran Berries, sorry. I don't want to die. I'm gonna play it safe here. I really don't want to die. Get up there. So yeah, some people just look at the stats in the trainer ID and they put it into a calculator that was made by, oh geez, I forget his name, Speed Faces? That might have been it. and then use that to determine what the exact IVs of your mudkip are. And some people use a cluster program, which allows you to see like clusters of different frames where you can get good mudkips by knowing their trainer ID first, and then aiming for those clusters. So say like if you had like 6 mudkips in a row at like, you know, 2 minutes and 5 seconds, you aim at like 2 minutes and 5 seconds and hope you hit one of the 6 and then use that. I tend to just use the predictor, so the one where I'm not aiming for a cluster, but just take what I get, put that in. The reason it's helpful is obviously you can see your stats, but knowing the exact IVs help to know like what items you need to buy, how to do certain fights, particularly like early on in the run, so you can plan for how you're going to do them later. Unfortunately, I completely forgot about it. Did not have it open whatsoever, so I've got no idea what the IVs actually are. But as I mentioned before, battling is less of a focus in any percent as it is in glitchless. Pretty much the main focus of any percent is getting the glitches at the end as fast as possible, because they can be ridiculous. They're so ridiculous, in fact, that I've set up safety saves for later on in case I don't get them within an allotted time period. Okay, so I fought the first trainer there to get Water Gun. I'm fighting the second one here purely to get experience. I'm switching Water Gun to slot 2 there. It's kind of experimental, the move slot changes that we're doing. Hopefully I remember the other ones this time. Crap, what are the other ones? Oh, I wish I'd practice. I'm relying on month-old muscle memory to carry me along here. But it should be fine, honestly, it should be fine. If I make mistakes, hopefully they won't be too costly. By the way, my special attack is some of the worst special attack I have ever seen in my entire life. I'm really worried I'm not even going to do like 25% to Roxanne's nose pass with Water Gun here. Like I said, special attack isn't really that important in this run, because most of the times when you use special attack in this game, it's after Winona with Surf, and I'm really not going to get like any opportunities to use Surf in this run. I'm just going to be using physical attacks, Mudshot, and Strength mostly. After this gym, that is. The Geodudes aren't a problem, they always fall, but the Nose Pass actually has a surprising amount of special defense. It's going to be quite difficult to take down with this special attack, I fear. Okay, it got to 16. I suppose with the negative nature. No, that's still awful. Never mind. I'm comparing it to speed. So yeah, there's the Rock Tomb that I told you about. Because I was faster, now he'll start using, she'll start using Harden and Block and garbage, but basically her AI is she'll always use Rock Team if you're faster, and she'll always use a move that can kill you if it can kill you. So that Rock Team is doing like, 13 to 16 or something like that, so if I ever fall into kill range, she'll use it. Which is why I equipped that Orange Berry. That Orange Berry helps for more than 10 health, basically because of that. Like, if I fall to 14, I'm dead. But, well, she's gonna use Rock Tomb, so I'd have to heal. But if I'm on 24, she'll use, like, Harden, or, like, worst case scenario, basically, she'll use Tackle. So it helps for several turns. God, the special attack is dreadful. That's still enough health to live. And she's lost the 2 potions. Of course, I get Torrent now, it doesn't really help. And down she goes. A win nonetheless. Okay, so this is typically where you would catch an Abra in this run, right after Roxanne. But because I'm going to fight the twins, so I'm not going to teleport back to Petalburg, which you do in glitchless runs. So because of that, it actually doesn't matter if I do catch an Abra, whether I catch it here or I catch it in Granite Cave. I'm going to leave this area, like usually hunt for slaves here. I'm not going to get a Rock Smash slave. I'm going to teach Rock Smash to Marshall, but I do need one slave because otherwise I can't fight the twins. So I'm going to wait here until I get either Talo or Abra, and then I'm going to leave. And now you're going to also see in a little bit the other manipulation we use for spinners, which is the bag manip. So bag manip is a really simple concept. Damn it, that's an awful place to get an encounter. I'm gonna get the repel and just wait for him. I kinda wanna kill this Whisper, but I don't have the means to do so. I pick up this repel anyway, I usually get it on the way back. The reason that was really bad time to get an encounter was I wanted to, whoops, run one more tile, which is a bit tricky from a restart. But anyway, yeah, so this is bag manip right here. I turned the spinner down and I've paused right in front of her. So basically, she's getting reloaded when I re-enter right here. And spinners can't turn in the first, until the 30-second frame that they're reloaded. So by opening the bag menu right in front of her, it takes 16 frames for me to walk a tile, so I can walk in front of her and it gives her absolutely zero chance to spin back and see me, because she can't spin until the 30-second frame, which is the second tile that I'm walking on. So, you know, as I said, like, it's just really simple. By reloading the area, whoop, by going into the bag, and then doing this, and then I'm going to do that to manipulate him on the up way, instead of having to do another bag manip. He just can't get me. So basically, if you play correctly, you cannot get hit by absolutely any spinner in this game. The bag manip is the easiest way, and obviously the most consistent way to do it. You've seen the running way that I use for some of the spinners that you approach from below. There's going to be a few more once I get the bike that you'll see also. But I'll talk about those when I get to them. So yeah, as I was saying before, I need 56 extra experience. So if I see like a Whisper, for example, which gives 58 experience, I really want to kill it, because then that fills my quota. And that experience gets me all the experience I need. Like, it makes me hit every single mark. Yeah, so the special for things like this don't really matter. You never want to hit this Puchena outside of Torrent, and you always 2-hit, even when specials act this bad, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, as I said, on the way back I'm going to hunt for one slave, because I need to fight the twins on the way back. It might seem a bit peculiar that I am fighting the twins in this run, whereas you never do in Glitchless, you just don't have to. It doesn't make any sense, but there's a very complicated explanation that I can't explain, Meta can. That basically fighting the twins is going to allow me to fly to Evergrande early. Somehow, there's like 4 sets of twins you can fight, and these are just the quickest ones to do. Take one in here again. Hello. That, like, you need to set one of the twins to be... Damn it. I feared that would kill. You need to set one of the twins' flags to be checked to their fort and they're done. Otherwise, you can't. It doesn't work. I don't know. I really cannot explain how it works. But just trust me that fighting them is absolutely necessary for me to fly to Evergrande. Alright. Well, I got my Talo. Killed the first one by accident. Unfortunately, it didn't give me enough experience. I'm now 6 short. But, yeah, I'm gonna depart now. I'm just thinking about whether I want to get an encounter in Granite Cave, because I mean, while I am prepared for the situation of not getting Abra, because on average it's going to be faster, obviously getting one would be better. So I'm thinking I might get an encounter in Granite Cave. If it's not Abra, kill it, because I still need experience, and if it is Abra, catch it. And then use my repels. Oh, whoops. Dang, my movement. By the way, I am looking at chat, guys, so if you guys have any questions that you want to ask in there, feel free. I may or may not answer them, depending on whether I read them or they're good questions. Because, like, I don't know what to talk about, honestly. I was not expecting this to happen. I'm still a bit thrown off guard that I'm doing the first run here. Okay, I'm gonna focus on the C dot here because it has Harden and can just make you not kill it for ages. It's also got more defense. The Lotat has Growl, and maybe I should kill the Lotat actually now that I'm thinking about it, but oh well. This does it in 2 hits, so I'll just do this. I mean, you can all just post Woo Busy if you want also. I'm also down with that. That's a good question, Shenanigans. I fight the twins now because I want the experience. And also because, there's another reason. Something about Swampert is like dead or something, I don't know. Well, Swampert's not dead. Technically, you could do it then. But I want the experience, so... Yeah, I think I'm gonna take one encountering Granite Cave. I don't want to be worrying about this experience the whole run. Being 6 short is annoying me. And honestly, I would love to catch an Abra, because I have not practiced the movement without Abra at all. Just be Abra, and just get in the ball. That's not Abra. That is a Makuhita. I don't even know how to kill this. Whatever. Take 2 hits. Sand attack! No! I should have run. Okay. Alright, we good. Why am I doing this? I want the Abra. I want the Abra, dude. I'm getting another one. Give me the Abra. Oh, that's not Abra. This will take me to level 16, so I can just mudshot the cup on him. I feel like that's worth it. That didn't take me to 16! Oh my god. I want the Abra. I want the Abra. I want it so bad. Give me the Abra. That is an Abra, dude. Dang, my stuff lagged. Let me check. Ooh, my stuff is lagging. Well, that'll take me to 16. I didn't switch my moves. I can just put Mudshot over Tackle, and then switch that back. And teach Strength over that. Yeah, I'll just do that, I guess. Sorry about that lag, hopefully it's better now. Trying to fix this while playing is not ideal. Okay, so usually I'm still Mudkip for this fight, and I have to Rock Tomb that Carvana twice, but just one Mudshot, it's a lot easier, because Rock Tomb can miss so much. So I've got to make sure to equip the Soft Sand after this fight, because it helps a lot for the next two fights coming up, and then is imperative for Rival 2. Soft Sand increasing your ground moves by 10% does a lot more than you might consider. It just removes a lot of ranges. There are a lot of things that can just like live with 1 health from like all of your mud shots. Soft Sand helps out an enormous amount. How did I find out to use Wingull for the glitch later? As I mentioned before, this run is Meta's baby. He did all of that. He figured out that the most consistent Pokemon that you can get with the most consistent moves is a Wingull that has Wing Attack in slot 2 and Water Gun in slot 4. I don't know how he did it, but I looked at like his calculations and everything he did for it, and it's like 100% legit. Like, he's just a wizard. There's no other way to describe it. He is a wizard. something that I respect a lot in Five Repels, because... Wait, what? No, damn it, I only needed 4. Oh well. Clip soft sand, in general, is I respect people a lot when they do things that I just, like, can't possibly do at all. And the stuff that Meta did for this game, I just could not do whatsoever. It's a lot like what MK Dasher has done for Heart Gold, but in a very different way. I do know roughly what the chances on getting a usable glitch move are shenanigans. Meta sent me all of that info. I don't remember any of it offhand though. I have that information, just not in my brain right now. Dang. See, look at that 1 health. Ugh. What's my favorite song in this game? Abandoned Ship, definitely. I feel like they really overused the song in the remakes, and it really lost its value, but in this game, Abandoned Ship is definitely my favorite. This one also has a lot lower defense. Being at level 18 helps a lot. So, something that people don't know, obviously they know that the stats make a difference to the damage that you're doing, but not everyone knows that the level does as well, and it's specific levels that do. So not every level up gives you a damage increase. It's every time you level up to a level that ends in 3, 5, 8, or 0 increases the damage output you give. So leveling up from 16 to 17 has nowhere near as much impact as leveling up from 17 to 18 does in regards to the damage that you're doing. I probably should have saved before this fight. Oh well. So this is a very notoriously troubled fight. There he goes with the I've got a potion. Let's use that. I can't attack him because I can't fall asleep after I kill him. Because I have to be awake for Grovile. I have really high special defense there, so I should be fine if I like wake up now. There's the absorb, I go much decrease his speed, and then get the kill without him taking my health. Perfect. That's how it's done. Damn. Missed my rock zone. Have a second try there. Okay, so you noticed before as well, there are some fights in this game that you can fight as double battles, but earlier on it's always better to fight them as singles, partly because you want all the experience to be going to Marsh Bomb, but partly because it's simply faster to do so. Later on in the game, there are fights that you don't actually do in this run, but you'll see them in glitchless where it's faster to fight the double battles at the same time, mainly because you have the use of Surf, which hits both the opponents and can take them both out at the same time, and ends up being faster to fight them like that. Is this world record? Yes, this will be world record. I actually think technically if I was running my splits I would be ahead of the world record, but that's simply because I don't have an Abra. Okay, so there are two trainers to the east here that you have to fight at some point. I'm going to fight one of them before Watson because it'll let me have level 23 before his Manectric, which will allow me to do a lot more damage. As I said, the damage input increases by getting to level 23, but I'm not going to fight the second one because the second one is... has really annoying Pokemon. She's got a Shroomish, and I want to kill the Shroomish with Strength, and I do not have Strength yet. But this guy I can still one-hit right now, and the experience he can give me for Watson's Gym is quite handy. I could potentially wait until all the way until I beat Norman to fight these trainers, but it's much more useful to have the experience prior to doing a lot of fights. I did not need to go down there. Okay, I'm gonna heal here. I think this is the only center I take. It's mainly for a PP restore than for a health restore, just to get all my mud shots back. What is the hardest thing about this run? The hardest thing about this run by far is getting the Evergrande Fly location later on. I'll talk about that a lot more when I come closer to it. For right now, let's focus on these battles. Not really much can go wrong at this stage. I'm going to X-Speed on Watson. As I mentioned before, a lot of people use different varying strats on Watson. I prefer the X-Speed because you can get confused by Magneton and just tumble into a pit of hell if you do that. This guy is also a lot of damage rolls. We can get the Ziggy. Hopefully he doesn't use Growl or Sand Attack. Hopefully I just hit. So I used Water Gun to finish there just because it's got more accuracy. I'll be able to one-hit Gold because I didn't get my attack reduced. So Watson. Oh, I guess I mentioned that I skipped Brawley, who's meant to be the second gym leader. There's just absolutely no flag for you to fight Brawley. You can just do it at any time. And it's faster to do it later on, so instead of Brawley being a really difficult fight at like level 15 or 16 or something, you just go there at level 30 and just one-hit all of his Pokemon. This was the Magneton I was referring to. Quick Attack turn 1 makes me think there's a chance he's going to use Howl turn 2 here, which is good because I've used the X speed and his speed spell, I'm actually faster than him. And he is. Hopefully this kills, and not even close. Did I equip the Soft Sand? I'm sure I did. Yeah, because I tried to use it first. Dang. This is just awful. This is why some people prefer to use the X attack. It depends on your... what's it called? Attack IV sometimes. And that's why it can be really helpful to know your attack IV, like when you're buying items at Heidelberg. That's not dead. Oh, that's incredible. Well, that was just dreadful. But what's in there? Okay, I'm really worried about movement like this. Now that I've got the map back, like I just have not practiced anything. I'm really worried I'm gonna run straight into a trainer or something. Especially on the way back. Because I have just no muscle memory for that whatsoever. Let's see how it goes. Oh, that's bad. Nope. Well, I didn't hit anyone. Dreadful movement, but I didn't hit anyone. That's really all I want to do. To the left? Damn it, that's right. So I'm gonna teach Rock Smash over Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb is just not really useful at this stage. It probably wasn't worth teaching considering I mudshot the first Carvana also. But what can you do? I never really noticed how hideous Marshcom's cry is. I just heard it then and I was... that's terrible. Anyway. I have Torrent here, but because my special attack's so bad, I'm not going to be able to kill the Mudshot with my water gun. Resort back to Mudshot. I'm really worried because that Manectric was so bad that I'm going to run out of Mudshot PP. It's something that I'm... oh, whoops. I was meant to switch Mudslap to the top, because I'm about to teach Strength over Mudslap, so it's going to be faster for that to be in slot 1. Where am I going? Oh man, I'm just completely losing my bearings right now. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the left here and get the repeat ball from this guy, because that's going to allow me to buy repeat balls later, and I'm going to be catching 6 Wingulls later, so repeat balls are going to be the most effective thing to catch those Wingulls. So I shouldn't have to worry about weakening them, because there's a high chance I won't be able to weaken them, depending on what the level is. That's wrong. Okay, this is the movement I was really worried about. Let's go. Well, I didn't hit anyone. Mission accomplished. I didn't teach strength. I didn't teach strength. Oh dear. I am so dead. Where's that full heal? May as well super potion now as well. I'm gonna heal at some point. So we'll do it now. Poison sting it missed. Oh please, mudslap, that's right. Here we go, Guts Taylor using the Taz strats right now. Check me out. I can't let Taylor kill this actually. I can't let Taylor get experience. Whereas Ellie is worth so much. And I got rid of Rock Tomb. Oh my god, kill the Shroomish. I guess I'm gonna have them on Only in a marathon, guys. It's alright, don't worry. You haven't seen the train wreck yet. That part is still coming. This is all RNG manipulation for Evergrande Fly location first try. You just don't know. Alright, I am so gonna run out of mud shots. I have one left. I'm just gonna take this out. Like, I have to. I'm gonna run out of mud shots. So I have to do it at some point. So I'm gonna do it now before I forget. You know what else I should do before I forget? Teach strength. I'll use it when I use the repel. So it'll save a menu. Oops. Get in there. Okay, so there are spinners right here that actually can never hit me while I'm coming from below. As long as I'm at my speed, like that. Whoa, 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 calm down, calm down. And the reason for that is the spinners are loaded from 7 tiles above you when you're coming from below, and the bike moves at 4 frames per tile, so you pass them at the 28th frame. And as I mentioned before, should I do, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so that was, yeah, they can't turn until the 32nd frame, so they can't hit me, basically. So you saw another type of manipulation on that biker there, which is run into bike manipulation, where I'm basically using the same principle everywhere, but I run to manipulate him 2 tiles away, and then I quickly put on the bike, and then use that to go past him, which moves at 16 frames and then 8 frames. Come on. I really don't trust this right now. Do I need the nugget here? I'm gonna get it anyway. I have no idea what I need. No, what's needed this time? Oh my god, the NPC. Sell. Nugget. No, I need that. I don't have anything to sell. idea what to buy. But yeah, like I said, same principle. Oh my god. Oh damn. You just move past them before the 30-second frame from loading them into a fixed position. I did switch. We good. Oh, oops. I'm just gonna magnet. I was trying to do... Wow. I was trying to do run into bike, but I messed it up. Oh crap. I needed 2 more super repels. I needed 3 more super repels. Well, I have an extra repel. It'll be fine. I knew it was gonna happen at some point. This was not a good place for it to happen, though. Lovely. Come on, Taylor, I believe in you, buddy. Damn it! Oh, you can still get it. Damn. I didn't think Taylor would get that joke. Look at all this experience, though. This guy has a skull rings. With double team. God, just get better by that. See, this is the difference you see quite evidently when you don't practice for on. People seem to think that Pokemon just has like no execution, and I mean that's quite true, but you do need to have the, like obviously it's entirely true, but you do need to have the muscle memory down. You do need to be extremely consistent and precise with the routes you're doing. It's a lot more, I guess, precise than it may seem. If you don't have the practice under your belt, these are the results you get. Didn't repel. Just... Oh man. I just can't. I can't right now. I'm just so unfocused, it's ridiculous. So anyway. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am not. You can go this way. is hilarious. I'm fully expecting Evergrande Fly location to either just be first try or never happens. But anyway. Yeah, like I fully expected something like that to happen in the movement that I hadn't practiced. To just run into a trainer that I had just like not thought about or something. So what happened there was not a surprise to me at all. I don't have a slave to lead out against Maxie's Mighty Anna. Usually you switch your slave to the lead so that you don't get hit by Intimidate, and you can use a guard spec so that you don't get hit by Sand Attack also. I can't do that because my one and only slave is dead. I suppose I'm gonna have to use that revive early. Just get ready for it. That is a damage range. Attack IV must not be that great at all. Super potion. I have to revive Taylor. Switch him to the front. Whoops. Okay, so yeah, like I mentioned, a fight like this, I'm switching Taylor to the front so that I don't take the Intimidate, because I'm going to be using physical attacks in this, and Guard Spec, unlike all the other X items, actually applies to your entire team. Instead of, like, giving you your specific Pokemon a stat, it's your whole team. It's basically using Mist instead of using an item, so now I can't get hit by Sand Attack anymore, because I also need to use an X attack on this guy. And so now that Sand Attack does nothing. Use the Mud Shot to build his speed. That's it. Am I going to slave before Flannery? Slave before Flannery. Am I going to save before Flannery and go all in? You know what? I think I'm just going to go all in. I think this run has been entertaining enough that I think the people want me to just risk it all. That's what you all want to see, isn't it? You just want me to go all in. Two tiles of grass, and I get a bloody encounter. God damn, that's fun. No. Oh my god. What a waste of my extra repel. Well, it's certainly going to get interesting. I'm not worried about body slam paralysis. I've got my full heal. Oh wait. Alright, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. God, I really should have saved, eh? Let's attack. Alright, let's get it. Take down. Alright, I don't do much of that. Just... I think I can strike this guy. That's right. I'm level 28. Is critical. You ready? No, not from him. No. Damn it. Alright. Straight through, full health. Just... some yeah. Alright, I've still got enough health to take some hit. Alright, straight in. Oh god. Body slam again? Why? Why did you do that? You would have killed with overheat guaranteed. Well, now I have to get through paralysis and traps. I am dead. Why did she do that? She was guaranteed to kill with overheat and did not use it. What's up? I can't use super repels. Taylor's in front. Damn it. I could have just gone. I have to go all the way back up here. Well, okay, that's a very strong lesson to run as glitchless, save for Flannery. Whoa, calm down. If G. Hines doesn't get his internet fixed within the next 2 days, can I do this run again? Oh. Oh man. Yeah, man. 6 extra experience, I know. I'm just gonna save this time. Really doesn't take that long to save, I really should have just done it. Yeah, at least this way I should be able to skip the red candy. So I mean, hey, there's a silver line. Another issue is that I lost a lot of money by that, and I'm not sure how I'm going to make that money back up. See? Oh, damn, I knew I should have saved. Look at how easy that fight was. Issue with selling HP up is I need the HP up as a backup strat if I need to set up Permeg again. Yeah, that'll be right. I'll be fine. I'm just gonna get instant victory glitch instead of extra flea glitch, and I'm not gonna need any fluffy tails, so it'll work out perfectly. Sell over here to buy enough energy roots. I want 5. Oh no, would have been. I just would have had to do with 4 of those. Oops. Oh my god. I was trying to stop before him to bag minute, and then I just like sat there like a duck. That was pretty funny. What do I got left here at some stage? Look at this non-abra movement. It's just perfect. Oops. NPCs, man. It's not my day with NPCs. It's not my day with Emerald, but that's an entirely different subject altogether. I'm going to be very proud of myself when I get onto the estimate here. So okay, yeah, fighting Brawly 4th and being level 30 here is important, so I can always one-hit Makukita with strength. actually, like, it's pretty tricky in that, like, the trainers in this gym all actually have really high stats, so, not, like, they've got really high IVs. Higher than Norman himself, if I recall correctly, which is a bit stupid. So, they're a bit more difficult to take out. I'm just thinking, because I used an X attack on Flannery twice. I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to save one of those X attacks, and I think I might do it on the second trainer in Norman's gym. I usually use an X attack, but I'm going to try and throw in a different strat to try and save the X attack there. I'm going to cut through this grass, just hope I don't get an encounter. Good. Obviously take the path that is the fastest here, and least likely to die. Norman himself I will definitely save before, because if you die to Norman you just lose so many sub-items that it's just so difficult to recover. That is the wrong attack. I just used the wrong attack. Damn it. I was hoping that wouldn't put her into healing range. I'm supposed to use my shot turn 1 so that I become faster. But I evidently did not do that. And then my water gun will refrain from harm. How do I determine trainers, IVs and such? There is, for a lot of games, there's a script that deciphers it, like, when you're practicing on emulator, and can show it, like, on a heads-up display. Like, there's a Lewis script, for example, for Gen 3 and 4 that I use all the time, that just shows all that stuff, like, on an emulator while you're practicing, so, like, on VBA or something. So for this guy, I'm going to use Rock Smash here, try and get his defense full. You might counter that, like, no, okay. You I should use Mud Shot. Whatever. He's dead. Gotta heal the full before this guy because he goes for the crits, and if he does end up critting me, it does pretty much all of my health, but not all of my health, so healing to full, he should be able to kill me. It is focus energy slash. Well, if I crit him, that's an added bonus. Now I don't have to heal before Norman also. Save here. As much as I want to not save, it is the right option to save. This run has had enough trainer agree to it already. Okay, so I go the X defend here first. To make this setup, that's not the right item. Make this setup go quicker, and also so I take less damage from the slacking especially, and then it's 4 X attacks, so it is quite a sturdy setup here. All this teeter dancing is really good because I'm still confused. This guy has really stupid AI and like will use teeter dance even though you're confused. But now that I'm set up, I want him to not use teeter dance because I'm not risking confusion. only to attack me once I heal the confusion off. Annoying. God, this spinner is addicted. Wow! Calm down. I only have 2 left. Thank you. Dear Lord, could this run go any better? Oh, ridiculous. So, in case you aren't aware, criticals negate all negative towards their action stat ups and downs. So the fact that I've raised my defense when slacking criticals me has no impact on the damage he's doing when he criticals. The same would apply if his attack is dropped, but it's still calculated in if his attack is raised. So basically, the X-Defend didn't matter, he just crits and kills from full health, and there's literally nothing you can do about that. You're just dead. So I died. That's why it was worth saving. Oh, it was a much better setup. Nah, man, this is all in good fun to me. Like, I was not expecting this run to go well, just being, like, thrown in first slot with pretty much no practice. And I mean, you know, when you're doing a run like this for a marathon, it's like, obviously you want to do well, but you're not going for world record or anything. You're just going through the game as fast as you can, while still trying to be entertaining. Much nice critical. One hit. That fight was just insanely good. Oh, you just get both sides of the spectrum. Like, see, I want this run to be informative and just like give you guys such in-depth detail into the video game that's being played. I want that so much that I'm showing you the tough fights both ways, when they go wrong and when they go right. Who else would do that for you guys, huh? Nope. This is another Abra movement that I'm really not confident on, and I think I'm gonna mess up and maybe hit a trainer. We'll see what happens. Whoops, where am I going? I think I was meant to super repel there. Ah, whatever. I'm not gonna get an encounter on this water. I'm such a rambunctious fool. I'm going to super repel right after I get out of it. That's just how rambunctious I am. Oh, look at this movement. Look at me go. Oh, damn. I was going okay for a while. He's like some hot-headed dude that I don't want to... Oh my god. Go away. Where are these trainers coming from? This way. Can I... What? Wait. This... Spin. I know you spin. Did my repel wear off? Yes. Just now. Alrighty, Roo. Damn it. Fuck off, Watson. It's all going according to plan. I've forgotten something really important. I cannot think of what it is. I shouldn't have repelled them. I should have looked for a window if one showed up. Oh, dude, put on the bike. Anyway. I forgot the second rare candy! I did forget something really important. Why did I open the bag? Do I have enough extra experience to get the level? I don't think so. What am I going to do now? I'm not turning back. It's too late for that. I knew I'd forgotten something important. And that's like imperatively important. Really shouldn't be using string. I don't have that many left. I've only got 3. Ooh, I'm gonna have to heal at the heal thing. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal. Dang. I need 4. Just use the strengths. How am I going to do this experience-wise? I don't think I'm going to hit 35 after Rival 3. In fact, I'm quite positive of that. Kill Kecleon? That's definitely an option. Forget bag manipping that guy. I'm going all in right now. really don't want to die. We'll play it safe. Name my cast form U, just so it's INU in the double battle. Unfortunately, I need to be 35 for this fight. Oh, damn it. He used 2 hardens. I thought his first time was amnesia. Whatever. I'm just gonna have to fight the double battle as Marsh Dump, aren't I? There's really no other option here. So usually you like to be Swampert with the double battle because it makes a huge amount of difference, obviously evolving to do a lot more damage, and the double battle, the first one, is a very critical fight. That is pretty close. I'm really not sure what to do here. I'm thinking about fighting a wild, but there's really no good wilds to fight here. Oops. It's not going to help if I kill this guy. I'm not going to get to 36, so there's no point doing it. I'm just going to go back and tough it out with Marsh Taunt. This fight is actually so dangerous with Marshcon. I'm gonna save. Do not trust it one bit. What? I'm resetting. I can't recover from that. I just cannot. Oh no, I did not want to use powder slam. Just freeze them both, dude. Let's teleport out of the line. Well, that's a win. That's one. I may as well heal simply because it's safer. Like, I've got the energy root, there's no other place to use it. I may as well do it. So I need my fly slave to die at some point, so I do it here because I want to kill this thing with cast form, and considering I need my fly slave to die, this is the best place to do it so that I don't have to switch cast form to the front and then switch Swampert back to the front. This is Raise Leaf. God, this is a terrible cast form. Got the freeze though. That's what I'm talking about. Freeze this fucker. Coming through for me when it matters. So Winona is pretty much the last fight in the game, and there's 3 reasons for that. that this is pretty much the last fight that you do. I'm going to save. Just because I'm a bit irky right now about things going wrong, even though this fight really isn't that bad. The Swablu that she leads with can use Perish on, which is really annoying, but you can work around it. Yeah, there's 3 reasons for that. The first reason is you need the ability to use Fly. And the ability to use Fly... Oops. What am I doing? I'm not teaching Strength. I'm using an X attack. The ability to use Fly comes from Winona's Gem. The second reason is that you need Pomek Berries, and the first Pomek Berries you can find are by Winona's Gem. So it works out perfectly fine. The third reason is there is a badge check at the end of the game. The badge check at the end of the game says it's checking you for every single gym badge to make sure that you're equipped to take on the Elite Four. However, the game lies. It is not actually checking for all of your badges. It is only checking for one. And the badge it is checking for is badge 6, because the game simply just assumes that, oh my god, as if you did not use Protect. The game simply assumes that you can't possibly be there without any of the other badges, but because Fly is not strictly necessary to beat the game, they do check for badge 6, but they're just like, no, you can't get here without Waterfall, so you have to have that badge. It seems incredibly stupid to me to have the system for a badge check and just be like, no, we could put them there for all 8, but let's just do 6. I'm very grateful because it allows this to be done, but either way I still think it's stupid. So it just works out that the 3 things that you need all happen to coincide at pretty much exactly the same time. It works out well. Why did that not kill? Oh, I'm not level 38. Of course. I should not have used Strength. Tell me she doesn't have 2 healing items. Fuck. I still have an elixir. I still have an elixir, I think. Tell me I still have an elixir. Bingo. See, wasn't it lucky that I forgot to teach Strength and had to take that heal, so I didn't use my elixir earlier? And when I say lucky, I mean a stroke of genius. Anyway. That's Winona down. So we're through all the fighting part, now we're into the second phase of this game. And that's going to start out with a fair bit of setup. So I'm going to go get the Pomek Berries now that I've got the badge that I need. And it just so happens that the trainer guarding the Pomek Berries has 2 Coughings, which is exactly the trainer that I am looking for, because right now I need my Swampert to get to 1 health, and obviously the easiest way to get something to 1 health is to have it be poisoned and take damage 1 at a time off screen. Nice, I knew that was going to happen. Yet I still did it. Oops. Right here. So I'm going to kill the first Coughing, and then wait for the second Coughing to poison me before I kill it. So he's got 2 ways he can do it. He can either poison me with sludge or use poison gas. Nice, got it turn 1. That's really good. It can take a long, long while. So that was really nice. Now I'll pick up my Pomek Berries. because this is the place to buy fluffy tails. Sell. Gems. I like to buy 19 fluffy tails, but I only buy 18 because I also like to buy 9 repeat balls. I only have enough for 6 now. Switch cast form to the front. Fly to Rustboro. My mission now is to catch Wingulls. I'm going to catch 6 of them. I don't explicitly need 6 of them, but it's going to increase my chances to get what I'm looking for from the Wingulls to have 6 of them. That's lame. Okay, that's 1. Let me just have a look at Swami. 32. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7. Should be on 5 health right now. Frozen Solar Tank. Well, this one should get in the ball. Just make sure it's 5. I really don't want to mess this up. It is. Damn it! 2. Froze another one. Jeez, the freeze machine. Oops. Anyway. Right. It's 3 Wingulls, and now we've got Swampert on 1 health. Hit 3 more. I can't attack that one, it might die. That's 4. That's 5. Just 1 more, and then we can start searching for the Holy Grail. Alright. Okay. So, the 6 wing goals are to try and be transformed into something else, and they just happen to have the highest chance of being transformed into what I'm going for. Okay. Fly to Oldale Town. So basically what I'm going to be doing here is a lot of corruption. I'm first going to be trying to corrupt one of the flags, which, as I mentioned earlier in the run, was from the twins that I fought. I'm going to try and basically take that... Oh, look, this is really hard to explain, but I'm going to try and take the twin flag and use that to corrupt the fly location flag for Evergrande, so that I can fly to Evergrande. Hang on. And then I'm going to try and corrupt the Wingulls into a bad egg that has a glitch move. And so just then I put the cast form into box 2 in slots 25 to 30 because they can't get corrupted there. The first, or the last slot, I guess technically, that can get corrupted is slot 24 in box 2. So they're safe there, and I want them to be safe. Yeah, okay. I want them to be safe from corruptions at this stage, because I don't want them to get corrupted while I'm getting Evergrande. So okay, what I did there was I switched to cast form in slot 3. So the game now has in memory that the last Pokemon I used was in slot 3, right? So if I don't have any Pokemon, it's looking for slot 3. All my Pokemon are now dead. So if I go into the grass now, it's just like, okay, it goes to slot 3, but I deposited slot 3, I don't have one. So instead, I send out this guy, Decanarch. Look at the summary. And then I can access Pokemon past slot 6, and that's when you can start to corrupt data. And so basically, while I'm doing this, there is a 1 in 32 chance that doing this will trigger Evergrande Fly location. There is a 1 in 64 chance that it will make it impossible to ever be triggered. Hello? It doesn't have to... hang on, I can't see. It doesn't have to do with... when you stop the corruption. It has to do with, like, there's a random value that is generated every time you encounter a Pokemon. And you just need it to be a specific thing, basically. And there's absolutely zero way of knowing whether that is the case without actually doing it first. You can use this method to do lots of other things, like duplicate items and so on and so forth. A lot of the really interesting stuff comes from corrupting the Pokemon, which you'll see later. Using a fluffy tail here while doing corruptions is just simply faster. That's the main reason I was doing it before, but I have one less fluffy tail, so I'm just gonna go back to doing... I didn't check for Evergrande, anyway. That's fine. I just know it's gonna be this one. So the reason I have to scroll up for 13 seconds is, you know, that's where I have to pass for me to hit the corruption. The second one I do, I only have to go to like 1 or 2 seconds. I got it? Nope. So if I don't get this within 7 tries, I'm gonna reset, because I saved before the grass, and then retry again from there. Can the location flag be deleted by doing it again? Yes, it can. There's also a chance that by doing this, I'll increase the repel count to something ridiculously high, like a repel lasts for 100 steps, a super repel is 200, a max repel is 250, but by doing this you can corrupt it so that the repel count is set to like 999 or something like that, you know? So you can just never get the encounter, and that would be another reason to reset from the save file and try again. Other things that can happen is I can be loaded into a zone of trees and not be able to move. So there's lots of things that can go wrong in this case, and very few ways it can go right. Oh, whoops. So if it doesn't like work this try, I'm going to go back to the save file, and we'll have another dig at it. Nope. Stupid phone call. Oops. Almost forgot. And impaired step. Why did I run? I should have used Fluffy Tail. It's alright, I can just do it on the next one, it's not a big deal. As you can see, this is in itself what makes this category so difficult. It's also what makes it so interesting, but it's not a category that many people run. I'm not sure anyone else, really but me, has finished a run with this route at all. By the way, I'm not watching the stream, so I can't see the timer. Can someone tell me what my time is? I don't want to be stuck doing this for like hours and hours and hours, which is a very real possibility, so I have backup save states for actually activating Evergrande Fly location, which I might have to resort to if the time gets too worrisome. Would obviously like to do it properly, if possible. Alright, 206. I'll probably stop trying for this at about the 215 mark, I think. But yeah, it looks like I'm doing absolutely nothing, but if it goes correctly, Evergrande will light up pink on the fly map. Its location flag will be ticked, and I'll be able to fly there. I love this category because of the amount of discovery that went into it, especially like the work that Meta did for it. It's incredibly difficult to actually get a good run of this category, obviously, but I do still like just the premise of it. Like, I love the Pomic glitch itself because it was new and like I was part of that discovery, I guess. Just like getting to using it for speedrunning and part of the, you know, glitch hunting of it. It made it really special to me. Because Gen 3 was so sturdy for such a significant period of time. It's just very satisfying to break it in a run. Oh, Pomic very fast. Oh, here we go. We got the Kevin Turtles going. This set. It's working this set. I can feel it. Oh, damn it, I ran again. Instead of fluffy tail. We'll see it light up. One day. Okay, I think if it doesn't work after this set, I'm actually gonna go to the backup save, because the marathon did start a bit late, so ideally I do want to be making up a bit of time. And I mean, it's not like you're missing out on any content, it's just I'm doing the same thing and eventually it works. So I'll still try and get the Wingold corruption correctly, so you can see, I guess, how I go about checking that. Okay, so we'll go for 2 more tries and then we'll revert to the backup save. So yeah, as I mentioned before, I'm using the Pomeg Berry to make my Pokemon lose HP EVs so that I can reduce its HP to 0 outside of battle, so that I can effectively have an empty party. By switching to a Pokemon lower than the slot of the amount of dead Pokemon that I have in the last battle, i.e. I switch to slot 3 from Cast Form and I have 2 dead Pokemon in my party, the game then does not know how to handle this, sends out a Decamark, and then if I look at the summary of my Pokemon, and then hold up, I can scroll up past slot 6, and access different points of memory in the game. There is a 1 in 32 chance that by scrolling up 13 seconds in this instance, assuming I have fought one of the 4 twin fights, that I can get the Evergrande fly location to corrupt and be flagged to be on. Alright, this is the last try. If I don't get it this try, we'll go to the backup. Ah, damn. Alright. So here's what's meant to happen. It's meant to go pink, like this, and then you can fly there. Unfortunately, you can't fly to the second side. You can only fly to this side. So alright, once I get that, I go into here. Now I'm gonna go have a look at my wing goals. Unfortunately, these wing goals aren't as good as the wing goals that I actually caught. But yes, switch Water Gun to slot 4 and Wing Attack to slot 2, because those are the moves we're gonna try and corrupt. Put those in there. I'm gonna save here as well, in case this one doesn't work. This one is much harder to repeat if it doesn't work. This one I only need to scroll up for like 2 seconds. Whoop. Fluffy tail. This time we'll run so we get back to the PC. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to corrupt my Wingolls into a bad egg that has a glitch move. A lot of the glitch moves can change the properties of the battles that are going on. I'm trying to change the properties of the trainer battles into either wild Pokemon battles that I can flee from by using a fluffy tail. Oh my god. Or changing them just by like showing the glitch move. It can basically give you a victory. Oops. So first I need to test out the eggs to see if I've got one before going into the trainers. So I got 3 bad eggs. Let's hope one of them has a good move. That one does not have anything useful at all. So I'm going to use a fluffy tail because if I run... By the way, you can only send out a bad egg because it, once again, is looking at slot 3, like I said. It's for the Pokemon to send out, so it defaults to the bad egg. Normally you can't battle with an egg, obviously. And that's why I had to slot the other bad egg into slot 3 to check this one as well. Nope, that doesn't have any good moves either. Let's try this one. Okay, that has a glitch move. But I'm not sure if that is a glitch move that's going to change the properties of a battle. In fact, I'm quite positive that it isn't. But I really don't have any other option than to hope that it is. Also, I have no super repels. But yeah, you can clearly see that you can corrupt the Wingulls into getting glitch moves. Just confirming that this doesn't work. Yeah, it does not work. What? Super repel. Where am I in these goddamn things? Anyway, okay. Let's fly over here. I didn't get IFG, so because once again we're on a short leash here, considering we started late, I have a backup that has IFG, but unfortunately it doesn't have any repels, so let me just like sell this garbage right now so I can get some repels. So this was set up just like the other one, with Wingulls just the same, it's just they were corrupted differently because I got a different random value when the game started. Use those repels. It's also possible to actually, like, corrupt Wally so that Wally doesn't fight you. It's possible to just simply skip this fight completely, but it is, once again, completely random and not up to you whatsoever. I'm pretty sure this one has IVG. So look, that's a glitch move, and simply by viewing it and then cancelling out, it triggers the battle as essentially a victory for me. I can see what you're saying, Meta. No, it's faster to go this way and any percent. What am I doing? Except I have no idea where to go. It's like that, yeah. Wait, no, it's down. Just this way. Now, I don't have Waterfall, and a lot of people think, or we thought for a long time that Waterfall was necessary to get through Victory Road, and we were thinking about how to combat that, but it turns out Waterfall is simply not required to get through Victory Road at all. There's a Waterfall that takes you to a faster path, but you can simply just go around it. Oh, whoops. Not by doing that. Come on, just away for me, please. Can you tell I didn't get time to practice? Anyway, I hope you guys have still enjoyed this comedy gold run. You'll get runs of much better quality than this one later on in this marathon. But you've started out with some comedy gold. Honestly, can't imagine anyone else will top this. Oh wow, I messed it up. Got hit by a spinner. I guess one of the interesting things about this is it's technically not counting what's happening here as a victory, it's counting it as a tie. So if something like this was used in, say, the battle tower, a tie is actually a loss for you, but here it's a win. In case you're not familiar with this, you can use the same technique to corrupt many other things to happen. You can use it to get any Pokemon you want in Gen 3, you can use it to get any move on any Pokemon you want, basically. And there are more consistent methods that you can use to do that by using Pokemon with predetermined personality IDs. The most obvious way to do that is to use Pokemon that are obtained through an in-game trade, but no time for that in Speedrun. Just get the win goals and hope. And there are an array of different glitch moves. Like, changing the properties of battles can be done a lot, and like, you can change battles to like the Battle Arena format or the Battle Palace format, or like a combination of the two, you know, things like that. But for speedrunning purposes, you can't really hope for anything better than this. You open up your moves, you close them, and you win. So, this run, train wreck status, had to resort to safety saves, again, died to Norman and had to reload a save, died to Flannery without a save, right? Hit optional trainers, hit really bad optional trainers, messed up movement everywhere, messed up money, messed up PP, messed up basically everything you can possibly imagine. But I'll have you know, no one has a better time in this category than what I am about to put forward. The only person who does is me, and I don't count because I'm me. this run right here is effectively world record because I don't count. Compared to the rest of the world, this is the record. So you might think that this run was a train wreck, but actually it was incredible. We did it, guys. Thank you so much for your support. I feel like this marathon's peaked, so you guys might as well go home, honestly. Like, it's done. It's over. World record. Actually, wait, I still have other runs. I'll get world record in those too. Stay tuned, guys. Actually, what run's up next? Is it... Hang on. Let me check the schedule. What run is up next? Oh no, it's Pokemon Wii. That's going to be world record as well. Never mind. Sit your ass down, or lay down, or squat, or... whatever the fuck you're doing. Because we have a large array of greatness coming up for you. Let me unmute the TeamSpeak so people can talk to me, I guess.
Okay,
Okay.
there we
back.
go.
What's up, guys?
Echo is returned.
My
not
salt
really.
levels
Well,
are... Oh god, I was so salty during that run.
What record,
Alright,
guys?
should I start setting up for the next run?
Yeah,
Stop saying that because it annoys me because I
yeah. I
can't
think we just
get
head
EGFL.
straight into the next run.
Congrats.
Thanks for doing that on such short notice.
Thanks, dude. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Congrats on that, that EGFL.